A tried woman is surviving brain cancer with the help of her doctors at Cone Health. The disease almost always ends in death, but there's growing hope for patients to beat it. In this month's 2-Year Wellbeing segment, Jessica Middleton shares her fight and her key to living a longer life. Inside this small family-owned tile and flooring shop in Pleasant Garden, 28-year-old Jessica Middleton appreciates every moment she spends doing the simple things.
I've been blessed beyond measure.
Because statistics say there is a 90% chance she shouldn't be alive.
I've been healthy my whole life. I never really was sick much. I exercised. Whenever I was diagnosed, I said, you don't get a call from the cancer center if you don't have cancer.
She was 25 when doctors said she had one of the most aggressive forms of cancer in her brain.
I got the news that I had an anaplastic astrocytoma glioma. I was like, how do you say that?
Left untreated, the tumor can cause vision and memory loss, weakness, seizures, and death.
I started having a few migraines, but they weren't very bad.
She let the headaches go untreated for 9 months.
I would be like this, trying to drink my drink. I woke up in the most excruciating pain I've ever been in. And it moved. It moved from my shoulder to my elbow to my wrist.
By the time Jessica got checked out, the tumor was stage 4.
It was 3.5 centimeters, so bigger than my fist. And my initial reaction was, oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die next week.
Doctors had to operate right away, so she came here to the Cone Health Cancer Center at Wesley Long.
Brain tumors in general are quite rare. You know, about 90% of patients that end up having brain tumors, they actually are spread from other cancers in the body, like lung cancer or breast cancer.
Dr. Zach Vaslow is one of the neuro-oncologists treating Jessica and thousands of other patients who are fighting the same battle.
The reality is a lot of those patients don't live that long. Now, I always tell patients that there's always room for hope.
Hope is what got Jessica through 6 weeks of radiation.
And I remember I had to wear a mask. They had to bolt my mask to the table. And this machine would rotate around me for 15 minutes.
And hope pulled her through the sadness of losing her hair during a year of chemotherapy.
Thanksgiving Day, my hair was really long and it started itching and I went like that and it just started coming out and I was like, man, it's just hair.
Jessica is used to hanging on to hope.
My mom inspired me so much.
She clung to it when she lost her mother to cancer a year before her own diagnosis.
My Nana had breast cancer, Mom had multiple myeloma, and I had a brain tumor.
Dr. Vaslow says, though not every brain cancer is operable, it's worth the fight.
We don't tell patients go home and get your things together and give up. That's not really the message that we portray here.
It is this moment that rings true for every survivor.
I'm not done yet. I want to see places, I want to do things, I want to meet people.
And now Jessica has a new hope for a bright future.
I'm planning a wedding.
She looks forward to hearing a different ringing bell this September.
My Prince Charming asked me to be his girlfriend right after surgery, and I told him it was a weak moment. I had to say yes.
Happy, healthy, and ready to get married, life is precious. In Greensboro, Tracy McCain, WFMY News 2. So you see Jessica there. She's happy, vibrant, has a lot of personality. It's hard to believe she's 28 and already going through such, struggle, tragedy in her life, but she's overcome so much. Dr. Vaslow says it's really unusual for a patient to be diagnosed with this type of brain cancer at her age because those diagnoses usually happen when people are in their 40s or 50s.
So the type of cancer she has is fairly rare, but surely early diagnosis might have helped to some degree.
Oh yeah, it was incredible. It did help, and thankfully she also knew her family's cancer history. So her mother had cancer, so did her grandmother. So the thing with brain cancer though is that there's always a small chance that it can come back. But Jessica says that if it does, she's ready to take it on again. She's going to get through this wedding. She's going to get through brain cancer, and she's going to live her life.
Wow, she's so inspiring. I mean, that whole time I was watching that thinking, oh my gosh, this poor girl has been through so much. And then to hear her mother went through this too. And now she is finally healthy and happy.
What a great
Good
attitude.
for her.
Yeah.
Perfect attitude.
She's amazing.
That's why she wanted to share her story. She wanted to let people know it's not a death sentence. It is a reason to live.